Yeah, it's definitely a tool that they need for these fights. Goblin went for the BKB, so going for much more of a safe route. I would have liked to see the refresher. I really would. I think it's just amazing on him, but he wants for a more safe route, I suppose.
Loda tried to engage down to the wards. He actually just whipped it. Now has to use his ulti to retreat. We can see S4 getting a lot of damage off of these wards. Now they want to come back and stomp on the EGM. Grave is there from Ake. Ake biffs it. There's an RP. The disjoints the fight. Let's see if they have any damage to follow it up. They already lost too many, though. The damage was too high to begin, and by the time the RP came, RoX.Kis is just too tanky, too survivable, and they take an easy set of racks. Now going to rotate down the bottom. Taking a look at the buyback status. Oh, there's no buyback for Loda. He's about 170 gold short. They're going to be able to take 2 sets of racks easy. RP on cooldown. Bulldog is also down. His buyback still 2 minutes off. Yeah, this is probably GG.
It's going to be close. I mean, they're going to be down significantly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think Alliance will still play this
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
They're still like doing okay
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, this is definitely RoX.Kis' game to lose now. That was like totally Benny Hill theme song worthy, by the way. Because Goldblack blinked in, BKB'd, and then ward trapped himself. And then
likely to take a gamble here. This roast should drop quickly, but not quickly enough as RoX is right there with him. They might call GG if they wipe here. Here we go. There's the stomp. Got everyone, and now the vacuum into the wall. Goldblack there with him. Got the wards down. RP's going to be spent as it's fresh off cooldown, though. Loda coming back in to do what damage he can. Are you kidding me? Alliance has a chance to turn this around. BZZ might end up dropping behind him. Loda can get on him. S4 clings him up with one last shockwave. Feeds grip not enough. In the meantime, we see Goldblack takes the Aegis of all people as his wards finish things off. Alliance likely to end up winning this fight, and they will. Buyback from BZZ not going to accomplish much. Solo making a run for it back to his own tier 2. And speaking of Benny Hill music, I think it's another time for that. Loda pounces past. BZZ lands on the low ground. And S4 decides it's a good time to dive tier 3s as they're going to try to do something to bring down the racks. This time it connects. BZZ off with the stomp, canceled it mid-animation, and they managed to bring down Solo again. Jim on the ground, and here goes BZZ. He went for it, and he's going to have to stop to get him back in safety. Poison touch. Up to the high ground, another big pounce, and he uses the ultimate, but he's going to end up dropping and feeding the Jim. That's 5 down. And Goldblack, who was the one who picked up the, I'm pretty sure he picked up the Aegis. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that the wards brought it down. I don't see it on anyone from Alliance, so yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Killed it. Yeah, he killed it with his wards. And he
took did he?
Yeah, he took the Aegis because he was dead.
Alliance just killing him as they come out. We're going to see another kill onto Yol this time, and chasing Sadoy all the way back to the well.
This would be a game for Alliance, and it would be a very fun one in the books if they actually
Dire's
were to
middle
come back. They
tower
have
is
creep
under
support
attack.
here in mid. They could take this down, but members are starting to respawn here for RoX.Kis in just a few seconds.
And Loda going to be hit with a Hex. Don't know if they're going to get anything out of it. Weave used by Ake. Here comes Sadoy on in. Good damage done. There's going to be another RP, though. And BZZ is going to end up dropping amidst all of it. He's down. The wards are down. There's going to be S4 caught in the feed grip, but there's the overgrowth. The disjointed Goldblack was caught amidst his BKB through it as well. And now he's going to end up dropping. That's 4 for nil. Ake still alive thanks to his grave. And the rest of what is happening? Buyback from Goldblack as Loda continues to chop wood. Here in the shadow of the tier 3, Goldblack doesn't have wards up, doesn't have refresher.
Nope.
Dire's middle
doesn't have wards, doesn't have BKB. Here comes
he's caught! Another pounce. S4 follows it up. He's down. What? I don't believe what I'm seeing. Alliance might have a chance to push for tier 4s if they want. This is going to be one set of racks down. That's what they're going to do. Going right for the throne. Only Solo is up right now. He's staggering out in the lane like a drunk man hungover. EGM tanking through this. S4's right there with them. Loda going to town. Hex on the Solo. Can they catch him? They got him in the waning rift. He makes it back into the well. In the meantime, though, the tier 4 is taking what damage they can. They may have to back. That might have just been enough to delay this. Loda in rough shape. Here we go. They're going to re-engage. There's a beautiful vacuum. Down comes the rock. And Alliance may have overstayed their welcome. We're going to see S4 BKB and run. Overgrowth buys a little bit of time for S4 and Loda to make it away. Doesn't look like EGM will be as lucky. So finally, RoX.Kis able to shake it off. and get it together.
Radiant's
And
middle
Alliance
tower is
unable to
under
bring
attack.
down any of the tier 4s, but with RoX now up 4 strong.
Like 700 damage almost.
Jesus
Look at
Christ.
this. So if they're able to jump him, as long as he doesn't get a hex, he has a butterfly. He also has a buyback if he dies. They can go YOLO here. And Magnus has
Dire's
an
top
RP, so
tower
they have
is under
buybacks. They
attack.
should because they just got a shitload of gold.
He's got an eye on him. He's going to go for it solo. He's going to end up dropping immediately. Just brought down so quick. Here come the TPs in. And the rest of RoX has to run. EGM back up off the buyback as this Ake loaded misses with the pounce. Doesn't matter. He is just doing work. The DD.
Onto them.
Tier 4s being engaged upon. Solo's up in 10.
Dire's
Down goes
middle
1.
tower
They got to get on the Ancient right now.
Dire's
S4 has
middle
RP. Here we go. They're going to go in. There's the vacuum. But the RP. Caught 2 again. They're going to be able to bring them down 1 by 1. BCC skewered back. And
middle
what a
tower
play by
has
S4. Distorted by Bane only temporarily. Loda ends up dying though. And finally, RoX.Kis able to turn one around in their favor. Buyback immediately on the Darkseer. It's going to be death push for death push. 1-4 still standing for Alliance. And they're just going to death push themselves. They have superior team fight if they can hit things before they lose their big team fight heroes. If Mag ends up dying before you get off an
Dire's
RP,
Ancient
this could be a
is
disaster.
under
They're just going to
attack.
go for it. Loda
Radiant's
leading
top
off,
tower
going right
is
to
under
work.
attack.
RoX has got to come back quickly. There's an Enfeeble onto Loda. Let's see how they want to engage this. Both teams spread out massively.
Radiant's
BZZ
top
is up to the
tower has
top.
fallen.
They're losing base back
Radiant's
at home.
top
So they
barracks
have to
are
decide
under
where they
attack.
want to commit because they're up. Here we go. BKB used. There's going to be an engagement right onto Yol.
Radiant's
Yol
top
left out. There's going to be an
barracks
RP.
has
Actually whiffed. S4 got no one with it. So wasted opportunity there. Now the re-engagement out of RoX.Kis. Behind that, we've got BZZ hit with the Hex. Solo is going to end up dropping to Loda. Overgrowth, holding him in place. There's going to be a 3-man coil. Tied back now out of Solo. S4 has to get back out of the fight. It's going to be a grave that keeps EGM alive for the moment. Loda going to be hit with the shackles. They can't get him out of it. Not enough damage to follow up. S4 coming in. There's a Hex to follow, but not enough damage. Triple kill for Loda as Solo has to run. Stomp is there, but the toss, the tornado, getting Loda into the air actually may have saved him there. The rest of RoX falling back. S4 and company selling out on the Ancient for the moment. RoX.Kis trying to scramble to find an answer to Loda. There's going to be another stomp. Do they have the damage? No, S4. They're just skewering him, but great shackles. Bought enough time to bring him down. S4 now next on the list. They end up getting BCC. He's going to sell out. BK being and selling out on the Ancient. There's going to be a grave from Ake. Isn't enough. Stomp now onto Ake as he's punished.
Dire's Ancient
The Ancient
is
down to
under
about a
attack.
quarter, but they're able to hold for the moment. Look at the base back home. Look at the base back home. RoX is going to end up winning this with nothing but creeps. Buyback from Bulldog. The creeps going to work. Here comes Solo.
Radiant's
Solo
Ancient
teleporting
is
in
under attack.
off of the boots of travel. And they're going to end up taking this game
Dire
off of
victory.
Alliance. And what has to be one of the most longest sequences of 5-man sellout base races I've ever seen in Dota history. 48 minutes and 50 seconds. And I have not been yelling for that long and longer than I can remember. Just constant back and forth. And Alliance ends up dropping.